Local connection to Matthew Perry's death as the DOJ charges 5 people, including his personal assistant and 2 doctors. Thanks for joining us at 10. We've got a lot to get to. I'm Tony Lopez.
And I'm Hunter Sowards. We start with this. The 2 doctors are accused of giving the Friend star the drugs that killed him back in October. The 2 of them had their first court appearance today, the DOJ linking them to an underground criminal network that they say distributed large quantities of ketamine to the 54-year-old. That's again the drug that was found in his system when he drowned. Prosecutors allege one doctor, known as the ketamine queen, sold him the deadly dose. Another doctor who pleaded not guilty today is accused of giving Perry ketamine and then teaching his assistant how to inject it. According to the indictment, the assistant gave him a dose the day he died.
As medical doctors knew full well this was not the proper way to administer ketamine, and they even talked about that in their exchanges.
He turned to unscrupulous doctors who saw Perry as a way to make quick money.
A possible local connection within pages of federal documents. Your reporter Madison Keevy, she is here digging into that photo that appears, Madison, to name a San Joaquin pharmacy.
Yeah, those federal documents allege that one of Perry's doctors got ketamine tablets by writing a fraudulent prescription. That doctor then sent a photo of the tablets with a Stockton pharmacy's information on it. A photo of a ketamine prescription with a local business's information at the top. Pacific Compounding Pharmacy. A single sign on the business's door along March Lane is the only identifier of its Stockton footprint. This photo is on page 6 out of nearly 3 dozen in the report charging 5 people in connection with Matthew Perry's death.
We have absolutely no knowledge as to what the pharmacy knew or did not know at this time. We don't know how that was called into the pharmacy or brought into the pharmacy.
I took questions to attorney Jeff Kravitz, who has no connection to this case, but has expertise in professional licensing law at Kravitz and Chan. We started with an explainer with his medical licensing experience. What is a compounding pharmacy?
The compounding pharmacy will give you a medication in a form other than how it comes exactly from the manufacturer.
He says there are regulations as to what can and cannot be compounded, and pharmacies that do this are rare. Compounding is legal, and the pharmacy is not mentioned anywhere in the indictment and could potentially be a victim of fraud. Kravitz spoke in general terms about what's in the photo. A high dose of ketamine requested by a doctor a few hundred miles away from Stockton.
Generally speaking, though, it would, raise an eyebrow of any pharmacist if a prescription for a drug like this came to a pharmacy in Stockton and you live in Costa Mesa, where I believe they said at least some of the parties here lived. And of course, Matthew Perry lived in Southern California. So that would mean that somebody would look into this.
Now, again, this pharmacy is not named in the indictment, and they are not the subject of a known investigation right now. I did speak with an executive at the pharmacy who told me they had no comment and knew nothing about this. The takeaway, though, from these pages in this explosive indictment is that there's still more questions about exactly what went on.
Yeah, lots more to come out of this investigation, no doubt. Madison, thank you. Now,